Hi, my name is Dasha and it is the fourth video in our series on job seeking. Today I will be trying to answer some of the key questions that have been asked recently by a number of job seekers and job changes. So our first question is:
should I include a photo on my CV?
generally speaking, I would recommend not to add a photo on your CV, since it can distract from the actual content in the CV itself and is not really relevant for the job application unless it's for a modeling agency, of course.
Should I include my A-level grades on my CV?
I would only include A-levels if you're in the very early stages of your career and either studying for your bachelor's degree or have recently graduated. You could also choose to leave your A-levels grades for longer if they're good grades.
Should I have a skills-based or a chronological CV?
I would suggest a chronological CV, since it is much clearer than a skills-based CV and provides complete transparency of the length of time you have spent in a particular job or at a university, for instance. In my experience, employers generally prefer chronological CVs.
What should I do if the company I'm applying to doesn't have much information on it in the job ad?
In this case, I would conduct thorough research of the industry and the company's competitors to gain the understanding of the relevant marketplace and the general trends that are taking place in a particular industry. I would also search LinkedIn for the names of current or former employees of a company you're planning to apply for, so that you can possibly drop them an email and find out what they really like about their jobs, what they don't particularly like about them, and possibly ask them for their recommendations as to how to approach an interview.
How long should a CV be?
I would generally say not longer than 2 pages. But it all depends on the sector you're applying for. I normally recommend a 1 page for finance and sales jobs, but if you have to spread it a little bit, just try not to go over 1.5 pages for this particular sector, finance or sales or marketing. But again, it all depends on your experience and your qualifications. So for instance, if you have been in the industry for a very long time, there is no way you can fit all the information just on 1 page or 1.5 pages. You would need some extra space, and 2 pages would probably be ideal for you. Also, I have known professionals who have 3-page long CVs, and that's okay as well if they're in the later stages of their career.
Should I disclose the prolonged period of sickness absence on my CV or cover letter, or should I try to hide it somehow?
I would recommend to disclose all the information. Again, if you look at my first video, one of the key things is honest approach to your CV, to your experience, to your university length of time at university, to your length of time in your employment. So be real is the key thing. And I would probably just point out the length of time you were sick, and possibly show some courses, demonstrate some courses on your CV, or readings you might have done during your period of sickness, as to demonstrate that you have actually kept up to date to the latest industry trends, and that you have used your sickness leave professionally.
How can I make my cover letter stand out?
I would say that the key thing is to use the language that demonstrates your energy, enthusiasm, your passion for the job you're applying for. The cover letter should not be longer than 1 page. I would say split it nicely into 3 to 4 paragraphs, very succinct, very short and concise. And in your cover letter, you should be able to demonstrate an understanding of your target company and what distinctive features the company has or the industry in question has. Try not to be too general and demonstrate how you fulfill the key responsibilities and key requirements for the job you're applying to. Thank you very much, and please post any questions you might have about your CVs or cover letters on my blog post.